There's only one place to begin, of course. That's with your reaction to the England squad announcement. It was just over 2 hours ago that Gareth Southgate came out and told us who's in and who's out. And by the way, from about 6 o'clock, we'll actually hear from Gareth Southgate. That's embargoed till then. No one's heard it, not even me. So we'll hear it together for the first time at 6 o'clock, the latest from Gareth Southgate. If you want to talk about the squad, you can. 03717 22 33 The big news for me is Ollie Watkins, Jarrod Bowen, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka. They're all in. Henderson, Maguire, Phillips and Nketiah also all in. Ward-Prowse is out. Mason Mount is out, no surprise there. Callum Wilson, I think, is injured.
He's injured.
Anthony Gordon, that might surprise a few people. He's hit a bit of form. And no Nick Pope as well. What, for you, what's the big... Oh, wow, I didn't see that one coming.
I mean, listen, the Maguire one, you're almost like over it now. You know he's going to be in there. He has played a little bit of football in between the last international and now. So that is one that's always going to happen. I'm happy for Ollie Watkins. Because for me, when I'm looking at the English centre forwards this season, you take Harry Kane out the equation because he's the one. I think he's been the best. Ollie Watkins, 7 goals this season, 4 in the league, 3 in the Europa Conference League. I think he thoroughly deserves his opportunity in the squad, and not only the goals, the assists that he's getting, how hard he works for the team. So I'm delighted that he's in there. Ward-Prowse, what is going on? Ward-Prowse has been unbelievable this season for West Ham. His delivery into the box, his
corners are amazing.
His quality, his work rate, and I get it. I know Calvin Phillips has never let Gareth down and all that, but you cannot tell me, if you go through this squad, and listen, I'm going to put my boy Jordan Henderson into this equation. Jordan, Calvin Phillips, them two. You could even say Conor Gallagher, but I can understand why he's in there.
If he's done enough to be in that squad, is he?
I can understand why he's in there, but you can't tell me any of the other two have played better than Ward-Prowse. Absolutely not.
Well, you got Jordan Henderson. I know he's your mate, right? But Jordan Henderson, by his probably his own admission, is playing in a league which is way beneath him, in front of crowds of, I think, just over 900 a couple of weeks ago. He should be nowhere near that squad right now, should he?
But again, it's the whole Gareth Southgate thing where it's about he's never let me down. But if you're Ward-Prowse, it's a difficult one because part of him probably wants to say to himself, you know what more have I got to do? In 5 games, he's had 3 assists and 2 goals. He has been brilliant. His work rate, you know what you're going to get from him. And the fact that Calvin Phillips, and I get it, he's at Manchester City, but he's not really playing much football. The fact that he's in ahead of him, it's just sometimes you've got to go. Ward-Prowse will be at home holding his hand up going, well, I know I can't do anymore. And that's at least he can look himself in the mirror and say, I've done everything I can to get in the squad.
A little bit like the Madison situation not too long ago, wasn't it? The Madison, whatever he was doing, was getting nowhere near that squad.
Do you know, I almost feel sometimes there's certain players, well, Gareth, I don't put Ward-Prowse in this because I don't think he's that type of character, but it's almost like Gareth will push back on certain characters. When everyone wanted Grealish to start, it was almost like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Everyone wanted to see James Maddison in the squad, he's like, nope. It's like he pushes back against a certain type of character. But again, as I said, I'm delighted for Ollie Watkins. I'm delighted for Jarrod Bowen. I think he's been really consistent since the start of the season.
A quick word about Lewis Dunk. Good to see him, but no Dan Burn. Is that a surprise?
I think he must be close. Dan Burn. He must be. The guy was brilliant again last night.
Monster.
And you know what's surprising about him? And people don't really figure this out. Not so much figure it out, but again, I spent time with Dan at Fulham, and we used to do the speed tests, right? And he's quite tall, so you'd expect him not to be the quickest. Mate, once he gets going, you have a look at him against Burnley. You have a look at him last night. He very rarely gets outpaced. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, that's because one of his paces is about 60 yards.
Exactly. Honest, people look at him and go, you can get the other side of him. He's quicker than you think.
Yeah, he's a beast. So there you go. The views of Darren Bent, mine as well, for what it's worth. But we want to hear from you, the football fan. 03717 22 33 Let's go straight to the lines. Liam is an Arsenal fan. Hello, Liam. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. Yourself?
What are you doing? Sound like you're cleaning out the kitchen. What are you doing?
I was just in the shop, mate.
Oh, okay. What are you buying?
Some vaporisers.
Okay. All right. What do you make of the England squad? What's jumped off the page for you? What you phoned up to say?
I don't think the England squad is near strong enough.
Okay. Are you an England fan, Liam?
I am.
All right. Okay. Why? Bentley's questioning that. Why are you questioning it, Bentley?
No, I'm not. Just carry on. Continue.
Okay. Why is it? In what areas is it not strong enough, Liam?
It's not strong enough in the defence. They're not giving Wan-Bissaka a chance.
Wan-Bissaka? You think you'd have Wan-Bissaka ahead of Kyle Walker?
Yeah, Kyle Walker.
Oh, let me just put you on hold for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Let's speak to Aaron. He's up next. Hello, Aaron.
Evening, Andy, evening, Darren. How are you?
Not bad, you?
Are you going to talk some sense to us, Aaron?
Darren, the last England call up, you pulled up the same 3 players. Phillips, Henderson and Maguire, yeah?
Yeah.
They're in the team again this time. So are you going to give them some positive? Because they're always going to get pulled up. And you mentioned James Ward-Prowse, brilliant player, but shouldn't he just go retire now because he's not going to get called up? And
what's happening to people? Is there a full moon at the moment?
I have a clue. But no, I think he will get called. If he keeps playing well, James Ward-Prowse, he has to get a call up.
Why should he retire?
Because he's not going to get in instead of Ward-Prowse, instead of Phillips or Henderson. And I've seen the England squad. There's no left back. Only player who can play out there is Trippier. So isn't there a little bit short on left backs with Shaw and Chilwell injured at the moment?
Levi Colwill can play left back as well.
Would you put him there though? First game Australia?
Well, no, you're always going to go Trippier because he's played there before. But my point is that Levi Colwill can play at left back if you need him to.
Will Harry Maguire get more minutes as you don't rate him?
He probably will do.
Do you, Aaron?
I'm a Man United fan, so I have to rate him.
You don't have to. You can be honest.
I rate Harry. I back Harry Maguire. I think he should get more chance for Man United after the injuries with Martinez and Varane at the moment and Lindelof.
Do you know what? There's an argument to that, Aaron. I would probably say listen, I'm not his biggest fan, but I think when you look at the state of Manchester United defensively, what's the worst that can happen?
Well, I don't know about what's the worst that can happen, but I do agree with you in as much that I think he probably deserves a call-up back into the first team. I agree with that.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.